Welcome back, everybody, to another round of Aaron tests out different streaming platforms. On this chat, we are going to talk about, guys, it looks like Benjamin Bratt might have been the one who beat the snot out of Danny Masterson outside of a party in Hollywood, right on Sunset Boulevard, in front of a bunch of paparazzi. How did this not make it into the press at the time? The fact that none of this made it into the press is what made me question whether this really occurred in the first place. I did a video about this about a week ago, actually. And there's been additional testimony in the Danny Masterson case that made it clear whoever was going out with Jennifer Esposito in October 2001 beat the snot out of Danny Masterson for talking inappropriately to her. And I'm going to share with you the actual testimony about this. And I actually didn't even know who Jennifer Esposito was before this testimony came out. And then when I was looking her up on IMDb, I realized, oh, I know her from The Boys, the TV show The Boys on Amazon. She's been in a ton of stuff. It's not just The Boys that you would know her from. Let me see if I can pull up that thing for you guys. This is going to be part of my little experimentation here. Okay, I think you guys should be able to see that well. So Jennifer Esposito, I mean, she's a big actress. The Boys, Blind Spot. No, I don't know what that is. The Affair. I don't know what that is. Law and Order. Only 5 episodes. Mob Town. Anyway, Jennifer Esposito was married to Bradley Cooper. That was the first thing I found out about her. But anyway, okay, so forget that. Let me pull up the actual testimony here. Stop sharing screen. Okay, let me get the screen of the testimony. Come on now. Okay, so this is day 11, but I want to give you guys instead the earlier day. Day 11 is when we realize, oh my God, this really was Jennifer Esposito's boyfriend who beat up Danny. It was a couple days prior to day 11 that it was first mentioned. And I'm going to bring that up. Here it is. All right, so let's see. Now this was, okay, yeah, this was day 9, and this is the first time that it came up, and I'm just going to read this to you. So this was, I believe, this was Jane Doe 3 was telling this story. I don't even know why this story was allowed to be, was permitted to be told, actually, because I don't know. Anyway, she was telling the story on how she and Danny had met up. We're meeting up with some people at a hotel in Hollywood. Anyway, I'll just read you the testimony. Tell us what happened in November 2001. We had not been getting along. Can I tell you why? And then the lawyer says, let me ask you, why were you not getting along? And Jane Doe 3 says, I remember it was October of 2001. We'd gone to the Standard Hotel bar on Sunset Boulevard to meet up with, it was me, my best friend Annie, and Masterson, and Luke Watson. By the way, Luke Watson's mother at this time was the president of Scientology's Celebrity Center. And I think that was it. And we met up with this actress, Jennifer Esposito. Now, immediately there's an objection. The judge overrules the objection, but says, but get to the incident. And then the lawyer goes, okay, so what was it that caused you to not get along? And Jane Doe 3 says, he had done something to this woman. We were leaving, and there were paparazzi outside. She was newly married. She and her husband were walking in front of us. And he, Danny, kept shouting. He kept screaming these really disgusting things at her. Sexual things, degrading things. The lawyer says, were you there to listen to that? Jane Doe 3 says, I was holding his hand. After a minute or two of him not stopping, Danny not stopping, her husband turned around and beat him up and dragged him out onto Sunset and was beating him up. I looked at my friend and I said, can I go with you? The lawyer goes, what did you do? And she goes, it was something about that. It was something about that. Really, I felt really bad for her and I felt disrespected. Was there something he said that made you feel disrespected? He was yelling about another woman and her private parts, which I was used to, and it's not even funny. How did you react after you saw that? I abandoned him by leaving him. Okay, yeah. So Jane Doe 3 went home with her friend, and then Jane Doe 3 explains that because she sort of abandoned Danny while he was getting his ass beat on Sunset Boulevard, he held that against her for quite a long time. Now, because, anyway, the way this testimony was given and the way it was reported, and because Jane Doe 3 says that this woman, see, they objected when she said Jennifer Esposito, but then as Jane Doe 3 continued to tell the story, she just said this woman. She said this woman was newly married. I can find absolutely no record of Jennifer Esposito being married to anyone in October of 2001. And the closest that I can get is that it seems like she was dating Benjamin Bratt at that time. Now, actually, I feel a little funny bringing this up right now, because if Jane Doe 3 says Jennifer Esposito, this was newly married, and then it turns out none of that is correct, then perhaps it calls into question other things. And I don't know. That's not my intention here. My point is, Jennifer Esposito wasn't married to anybody, to the best that I can find. Look, all you internet sleuths out there, try to dig this up for me. Can you find something out there that I cannot find? Because and it's one of the reasons why I was like, this couldn't possibly have been Jennifer Esposito's boyfriend or husband who beat up Danny. It must have been someone else. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the testimony from day 11 that made it clear, no. This was whatever guy was with Jennifer Esposito who beat the shit out of Danny. All right, let me get it. Okay, so here we have day 11. Now I got to find Jennifer. Here we go. Okay, so this is it is Jane Doe 3 giving it further testimony. And okay, so the question is, with regard to Mr. Masterson, has he ever threatened to hit you? You said there were times he was going to hit you. And Jane Doe 3 says, yes, sir. What would he do to make you feel that? I'm thinking of times when, after he was saying all those really disrespectful and disgusting things to Jennifer Esposito. No objection that time. And he was in a rage. I thought he was going to hit me. He did not hit me, but just this incredibly domineering would be a kindly way to say it. And then there were no further questions about the incident with Jennifer Esposito. How awesome would it be if Benjamin Bratt is the one who beat the shit out of Danny Masterson on Sunset Boulevard in front of a bunch of paparazzi? And how in the world would that not make it into the press? And if it wasn't Benjamin Bratt, who else could it have been? We have learned beyond any shadow of a doubt that whoever was with Jennifer Esposito, let me get off this thing. Whoever was with Jennifer Esposito at this party, October 2001, the Standard Hotel, is that what it said? Whoever that guy is, beat the shit out of Danny Masterson, and we need to celebrate that guy for the hero that he is. So we need to find out. All you internet sleuths out there, please do your best. Let's find out. Was this Benjamin Bratt, or was it some other unsung hero who needs to be celebrated? Help me find the answer. Whoever finds out, put it in the comment section. I will pin it to the top, and I'll probably do some sort of follow-up video about it. All right, everyone, that is all I've got for now. By the way, the stream a little earlier was on Restream. This stream is on StreamYard. Let me know which one you guys think has the better audio, the better video. All right, everyone, thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.